Want to save thousands of dollars on your next car purchase? Yeah? Then timing is everything. Watch this video till the end to find out what the best and the worst times are to buy a car and how to score unbeatable deals.
Okay.
Okay.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another banging video. Today, we're going to talk about the best, worst, and the best deals. So, starting off, let's talk about the best times to buy a car. And I think right now, it's the end of February.
Every time is best time to buy a car.
That is not true.
Not at all.
So, right now is actually a great time to buy a car. So the first thing I want to talk about when you look at best times is you want to look at the end of something. So the three things: the end of the month, the end of the year, and the end of the quarterly amount.
And end of the world.
You don't need a car for that.
That's true.
So the point is, all the car salesmen and dealerships and the finance managers, essentially, they have quotas that they have to reach. So when it's the end of anything and they haven't hit their goal, they're trying their best to reach that deal. So let's say their quota is to sell 30 cars and they're at 28 and there's like 3 days left in the month.
Have you ever heard that phrase, work like your paycheck depends on it?
That's literally what they're doing.
That's what it is.
Commission.
That's what it is. So it's end of the month, they have to reach their quotas. They have those last few days to make their paychecks fat.
And if you're that close, and reaching your quota equals bonuses.
Yes.
So they will make a deal just to be able to hit their quota and to make the numbers look better. So end of anything. So like if you're going to buy a car, try to get towards the end of the month, end of the year, or end of the quota.
You've heard about motivated buyers. But if you go at the end of January or December or anywhere in summer or in winter time, you're going to see what a motivated seller is too.
Exactly.
Those salesperson are going to be very motivated to make a deal with you or negotiate prices with you. They will work with you to make sure you get that sale. They get that sale and they get that added to their paycheck. So
now let's talk about the months, because the time of the year is very crucial when it comes to buying a car. So I talked about the end of the year. That's your December savings times, because people are in the market to buy a car to give their husband, their mom and dad, or their son or daughter, whoever it is, someone in their family, or to gift them a car. And that's when incentives are higher.
I really wish I had friends who would gift me a car.
You need to be friends with David Dobrik
or Mr. Beast.
He might make you do a challenge.
That's true.
But the goal is that's the time when they're trying to sell the cars the most. And that's also because they're right in the middle time of the model year. It's been out since the summer and it's been half a year. And they know that people are out in the market to buy cars and they're all competing with one another at that time. And then what happens right after December? January comes, the new year, and January and February is that weird time where everyone spent all of that money in December on gifts that they no longer have money to spend.
So they're broke.
And they don't have money. So at this time, it's the exact opposite. There's still a lot of
no
things
one's
left
buying
on the table.
cars. Yeah, it's like a dead season for like all the dealerships. So if you walk in like middle or end of the January, you probably walk out with a really good deal.
You would. And that leads to the next point, but it's also a very dangerous time coming up, because right off the cliff of February, then you have March. And what happens in March and April and May is tax season.
Uncle Sam gives money
Uncle
away.
Sam fills up your pockets and people take those checks. The dealerships know that the buyers are coming in. Their pockets are probably filled with $1,000 because people every year take their refund check and go ahead and use it as a down payment to buy a new car. No matter how messed up the credit is, once you got a couple $1,000s, they're gonna go ahead and put it towards that car. They can work a deal out. They know
so they're fully expecting as soon as you walk in a dealership with that tax return check, with that Uncle Sam's money, when you go into that dealership, they're fully expecting you to walk in with that money and spend it. They're gonna try.
They know you're in the market for a buy.
Spend as much as you can. Probably like more than that check than you get.
That's their whole goal.
Yeah.
And so that's where it comes right off the dangerous time. Right after February ends, you get into March and April season. That's when you start going to the worst times to buy a car. They know you got money, the refund check money, they're using it towards.
And they're less likely to make any deals with you.
Exactly.
Because they know you have money and you want to buy a car.
There's more buyers out in the market. So they're not really inclined to give you a deal, because if you don't buy a car from them, they know tomorrow someone else will come.
The demand is so high during that time because everyone has money in their pockets.
And people wait months for the refund
Yes.
check. They wait year round. They've been paying taxes to get a couple $1,000s back, and they're ready to go and make that big purchase. The next thing is, so we talk about the worst times. That's when Uncle Sam season comes, and then right after, the May time is the June, July time. Now this is tricky. It's the worst time to buy the new model year, but it's also the best time to buy the previous model year.
Used car.
So if it's 2025, no, you can still buy a new car on a great deal. Here's the trick. If it's 2025,
an older model of the same car.
it's technically an older model.
Yeah.
It might be still the same shape.
It might be it still could be a new car, but it's just like an older model.
It's
like a
because the
2024.
2026 are coming out.
Yeah.
Or let's say the 2026 hasn't come out, but they already put an order and they're on their way in. The dealer knows if they have 50 cars that are in the 2025 model years, they have to get rid of those because of the 26 is coming in. And when the 26 is coming in and there's both selling for a brand new price, who's going to want to buy the 25? So if you're a smart buyer, you can go in and get a great deal. Just check out the lights change. The interior change probably barely minorly. Unless the whole body had a new redesign, you can essentially get the same car. They're more incentivized to sell it.
It's the same thing with the phones. As soon as iPhone like 16 comes out or 15 comes out, the older model just gets like, have you seen like T-Mobile deals like $200 off, $500 off the previous iPhone?
Come switch and we'll give you 3 phones for free.
It's the same thing with the dealerships. Like you can always get the same exact car, just wait until they come up with a newer model. That's it.
And that leads to the worst time to buy the 26 model year coming up, because the car is brand new. Why would they give you a sale on a product that's brand new? Because they don't know if it's going to be a hot selling item or not a good hot selling item.
Yeah.
So why would they test the market by already putting it on sale? They're going to sell it above sticker to test the market out.
For example, Ford came out, I know, they're trying to make Mustang Mach-E's or something, like the electric SUVs, and that shit was a flop.
But in the beginning, they were expensive.
They were expensive
because they didn't know what the market would be like.
And then they flopped, like no one would buy it, because who wants to buy an electric Mustang?
That's not the point. And it's an SUV.
It's an SUV, but it's just a bad idea overall. But it just, when it failed, they decreased the MSRP by 20 grand.
That's crazy.
$20,000. That's crazy. Yeah. So even if you just waited like a year or two for the sales to drop, you would have a $20,000. You would save $20,000. And saving money is making money.
Oof.
Alright, so now that we have that out of the way, what are the best and worst times to buy a car? Let's talk about some good deals that you can save money on by buying new or used. So I'm not gonna lie, the car market has been a little better recently, and for example, you can get a 2021 Porsche. I have it on my laptop right now. It's 2021 Porsche Cayenne all-wheel drive for $42,000, and it's only driven like what, 20,000 miles? That's a good deal. Because that's a great deal. That's a great deal. Like if you go buy a new one of these, like a 2025 Porsche Cayenne, same exact thing. They might have changed the headlights or taillights a little bit. And you're gonna pay exactly and you're gonna pay $107,000. That's MSRP. That's plus taxes and stuff. You're probably gonna end up paying like 120 grand for the same exact car. You're saving like $60,000 on basically the same car.
So that's a good point, because when you're also buying a car,
dude, and there's nothing wrong with this car. Look at this car. There's like no accidents, no dents. Like I will go buy that car right now.
Why don't you?
I will. Yeah. Maybe I will. As soon as you guys subscribe.
I believe that.
So honestly, it all comes down to what suits you better, or what you really want. If you can definitely afford a $120,000 car right out the gate, so more than welcome to do that. But like you can always be smarter, and you can always wait and identify these car patterns in these car industries and markets, and save tons of cash.
So take a lot of things into consideration, and then be smart, and then guys, happy buying.
Happy buying. All right.
Anyway, so this was for today's video. If you liked it, or if you just watched it till the end, that means just hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It's good for your health. And
so we can also get some Porsches up in here.
Yeah. I'll go get the $42,000 one. All right, guys. Peace.
Peace. Stick around at the end of the video to find out what the best time of the year is to buy a car, and how to score unbeatable deals.
What about the worst time to buy a car? Bro, redo that.
इसमें सिर्फ बेस्ट का लिखा था इसलिए लकीर के फकीर निकल यहाँ से